The pageant world is one filled with glam, glitz, and fitness. But there's also a darker and twisted side of pageantry. Katie Boyd competed in the Miss America system, and she knows all too well about the physical and emotional pressures of competing. And she uses her painful past to prevent current pageant competitors from following the same route as she did.
I think when I turned 17, I was at that age where you're a teenager still, you're not really hard, meaning like your body, and you're competing against girls that are in their mid to late 20s and their bodies are more developed. So I remember a woman at Miss Mass America had said to me, you have the looks and you have the talent and you're so smart and you're articulate, but you really have to work on your fitness. And I was like, I look good, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Between the bed and the wall, brain dead, completely brain dead, but body was still going. You're alive, Tim. He's been alive for 2 years.
And that really I started obsessing about my body and my weight. And I did everything from, starvation diets to like the cabbage soup diet to Atkins to just drinking protein shakes to doing growth hormone and, fat burners. And at the end, I think it got to the point where it was like either me or the pageants. That's how bad it got. At my worst, and I'm 5'10", I would have to say my lowest weight was 117. And I was 7% body fat. Yeah, so usually around 12 you stop having your period altogether. So I didn't have my period for 6 years. Use my house.
Should I do it?
Use my house.
Use my house. You think so?
Oh my God, yes.
Lori?
So that's what I'm saying, like when people are like, oh, it's just dieting, it's not. And that's the reality of it. Everybody watches things about pageants, and it's like, the Ramsey stuff, and, pageant girls gone wild, and pageant girls gone bad, and all this stuff, and the truth is, it's just like anything else. It's just like modeling, or, professional baseball players that, do steroids. It's all of the same stuff, but because pageantry is about looks, it gets such a bad connotation, and at the end of the day, it's just like everything else. I watched Toddlers and Tiaras once in my entire life, and I was so disgusted and embarrassed by it, it turned me off, and I never watched it again. Actually, everybody always asks me that question. If I was to have daughters, would I put them in pageants? And I would actually get them to the age where they chose it themselves. So I have to say that my advice to my future children about their body image and self-esteem is definitely to do the opposite of everything their mother did growing up. Really work on yourself as a human. Be kind to people, help people when they need help, and don't rely on your looks to get you places. Rely on the way that you treat people, how people feel about you, and your education. And don't puke. No, just kidding.
It's estimated that about 24 million Americans suffer from eating disorders, and those disorders have the highest mortality rate of any mental illness. I'm Sola Okemla, Boston Chatta.